What's up, you guys? I'm Aaron, and I just recently bought a new computer, so somehow I feel obligated to do a review. So right now we're going to take a look at my new Macbook Pro. It's a pretty sweet computer. 2.6 gigahertz, 4 gigabytes of RAM. I have the 720 7200 RPM hard drive, and it's just amazing. It's handling all my needs, and it's an all-around great computer. So let's go ahead and hop on into the review. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? So we're going to keep this review real short. I'm just going to talk about a few things. It's not going to be a full review. Mainly I just bought this computer for my editing so that I can cut on the fly and show things to clients, and also so that if I'm in class I can take some notes and do my reports, you know, start them before I have to go home. So it's a pretty useful computer, very convenient to have. You can see you have all the standard apps. This is an amazing background, by the way. One of the favorite things that I really just absolutely love about Leopard, and there's a lot of things to hate, is square spaces. It's just, I think, a great add-on, and most people are used to minimizing screens or hiding things. Yeah, that's nice, but I think square spaces is just amazing, how you can divide things into 4 separate areas and easily swap between them by just pressing Command and any of the arrows. This is a new way of sort of organizing your files. You can fan it out, use a grid, or even a list. So down here you can go to all of my projects, film scripts that I'm working on. So it's a pretty nice, convenient way to look at all your information, stuff that you're pulling up all the time. Another one of the cool things about Apple's new notebook is the Trackpad. It operates very similar to the iPhone or the iPod Touch. One tap is a single left click. A tap with 2 fingers is a right click. Very, 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 very handy, might I add. Can't believe I said very that many times. You can zoom in and zoom out with the trackpad, and you can shift things to the left and to the right with 2 fingers. You can scroll as well with 2 fingers. And so it's very, very handy. I'm sure there's a few other things that you can use or do with the trackpad, and I overall love it. So let's go ahead and look at a few apps. One of the things I just absolutely hate, and I don't understand what Apple was thinking when they revamped iMovie. iMovie works horribly now. Before iMovie, it was something that I grew up editing on, and now it seems much more complicated, first of all, for me to understand. I mean, I understand the gist of it, but really it seems like a very complex and annoying piece of software to use. So this is the new iMovie, which I don't recommend anyone to start using unless they want to upload some photos and add, you know, some quick transitions and whatnot. That's pretty much all that it's useful for. My brother actually told me that he hates Microsoft Office on Apple computers, so I was a little, not necessarily hesitant, but I was curious what I would find, because I had never used Word on a Mac. So this is the first time I bought Office, and frankly I'm loving it. I have not had a single problem with it, and when I did open Word for the first time, I really noticed the difference in resolution. I have the full high-res screen, so everything's actually a little bit smaller. So one of the things you have to do is expand which you can do very easily, might I add, by sitting your 2 fingers on the trackpad and sliding out your photos just like you have an iPhone or an iPod Touch. So that's pretty nice. But again, the screen's smaller and you have more space with the high-res screen. So I definitely suggest that. Obviously, for all the film students or filmmakers out there, you gotta have an HD display with your computer. I mean, that's just given, right? So Microsoft Word works very well. Very simple to type stuff, add things. I take notes on this computer. You have Excel and PowerPoint, which work very great, and you don't need a PC to use them, obviously. I have Final Cut Pro, Soundtrack, Live Type, Motion, Color, a DVD Studio Pro, and of course Compressor, all which work very fast, seamlessly, very easy to cut on the fly. I strongly suggest any of you who are doing editing on your laptops to buy a Bluetooth mouse. It becomes very simple for you to do your editing, almost like you're at your home computer, and then you can connect an external monitor if you wish. And I do suggest you use headphones also. Of course, the new version of iWeb has tons of new themes, different things you can use that are a lot different than the older version which I use. What I also love about this computer are the system preferences. You can designate how you want your battery to be used, when it's plugged in, when it's not plugged in, as well as adjust that all up here right on the battery. It shows you the time you have remaining based on how you're using your computer at that point in time, and you can select different categories for a better way to use your battery. Normal, better battery life, better performance, and whatnot, stuff like that. So it's great, and for those of you who have multiple Macs, like myself, I have a desktop and this new notebook. So you want to have, maybe if you have the money to dish out, you want to have Mobile Me, which they call it now, .Mac, and it allows you to transfer basically the entire setup. It's almost like having your desktop on your notebook. Everything is made the same. Of course, some of the preferences are different with your notebook, but everything is just the same. It transfers your address, your calendar, your bookmarks, everything, so that you almost have 2 computers and you can't distinguish the difference other than the screen size between them. And finally, I just wanted to mention the simplicity of Apple computers. They're just amazing computers. Not only are they beautiful, but are great products for visual media. I definitely suggest it for people who are using Photoshop, all kinds of apps like that, and also the filmmakers out there. That's basically it, all I have to talk about. Thanks for checking out my new computer, and if you guys have any questions, I of course will answer them within a week or 2 of posting this video. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and please continue to check out my videos. I know I'm not an avid YouTube user anymore, but I will submit videos for different things. I will continue to review things, whatever I come across, and I will consider doing new stuff with YouTube. So if you guys have any suggestions, any questions, comments, whatever, please feel free to email me, or email me through YouTube. I of course always respond unless it's hate mail. And feel free to comment, and I'll check you guys later. Bye.